I'm so fed up with this coronavirus thing. I really don't know what's going on. My mom thinks I'm talking to her right now, and I'm not. I'm on YouTube bitching about how this is basically ruining people's lives. Mom, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to YouTube. I'm complaining. I'm expressing myself. I feel like the positive aspect of this is that I'm realizing more and more that everything I'm doing is always going to be backed up by something that doesn't allow my life to happen. Something always goes wrong. Something always has to go wrong. Basically, I'm working as a home health aide. I signed up for a practical school after getting my bachelor's degree, after working as a security guard in the Midwest and realizing that I'm homesick and I want to go back to New York City. I decided to, after figuring out that getting fired from tutoring work was a result of adversity and in some way that Europeans and no one's gonna understand what happened, but basically other people have priority. Like, I just put me on the back burner. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just too white for people in this city. So I went to like a practical school. I went to this aesthetics program, Christine Valmy, and I took the theory. I took practical theory, and now it's time for makeup. All of a sudden, this coronavirus thing happens, and I sign up for everyone to go online instead of being there in class with everyone else to learn how to do makeup practically for like the runway models and stuff here in the city. And as soon as it's time for class to start, a day before, yesterday this happened, I lose internet connection and I can't go online. So there's no webcam to be seen until the teacher decides that class is over until tomorrow. So I'm paying $85 a week for an online course that I shouldn't have signed up for. Okay, I signed up for it because I want to graduate at the right time. And everybody feels pressured to have us graduate at the same time because we're paying money for this program. And I would love to be able to, not have to work as a home health aide anymore and start working as an esthetician, whether it be in a department store or for fashion designers. It really doesn't matter. But because of this coronavirus thing, the online system is expected to be working for everybody that wants to continue their education at Christine Valmy. But I am having technical difficulties as we speak. So, I'm 28 years old. I shouldn't have to, rely on my mom for internet access to be able to go to school. But all of a sudden, there's all this extra money that I'm putting on my mom to be able to support the furthering of my education in a way that I shouldn't have to because I already have my bachelor's degree. I'm just not getting work for the visual media studies degree that I have because it's so competitive in the city. On top of that, I was so sure that signing up for Christine Valmy would give me a guaranteed job at a salon or for a fashion designer or what have you, that as soon as this coronavirus thing happened, I didn't know that it would become such a major concern for like the whole city because literally even Starbucks is shut down. Not that Starbucks is the most important thing that we need in the city or anything, but honestly, that's how reliant we are upon caffeine just to get to work every day. And just to make matters that much worse, everybody else doesn't have to go to work. like my mom's not going to work because the salon is closed. She works at a salon. Whereas I have to go to work because I work in the medical field with the elderly in their own homes. So it's weird looking at myself being like this because I can't believe that I'm actually going to say right now that I don't even think that coronavirus is real. I think the governor is freaking the fuck out and making everyone paranoid. And I think the whole world is feeling like this, but honestly, the only people that are actually getting sick from coronavirus are the elderly. So are they being targeted? And if it was such a major issue, why are they still making the home health aides go to their homes to take care of them when they have family members that can do that for them, who are probably not as toxic to like their welfare? I'm talking about this live on YouTube as a home health aide, as a someone in the healthcare profession that's trying to get out of the healthcare profession. Because I don't want to be in the healthcare profession because of things like this. I think the healthcare professions these days are extremely toxic environments where doctors have the capacity to euthanize in diagnostical ways that are beyond the capacity of an average home health aide workers who doesn't want to do needle work. Like I don't want to do needle work. That's why I'm not going into nursing. I'm going into aesthetics, which is more of like a beauty field. But it is kind of therapeutic. It's just not therapeutic to the point where I'm getting a medical license to do my work. It's just a regular spa environment. I can't do blood work. I can't do needles. I don't have that kind of patience to inflict pain upon people for their ultimate survival because I don't know if I have that kind of faith in medicine. I don't know what the flu shots do in reality. I don't know why so many people are all of a sudden hearing noises, thinking that it's hallucinations when it's not. You're living in modern society where technology is capable of wiring any piece of furniture in anybody's home to listen in on what's going on, to see if you're against the government or not. We have an entire border wall that's not a natural border, that's not a natural geographic barrier, separating North America from South America. Like, it's a completely man-made piece of shit, causing people to die. And I mean, I just think that this coronavirus thing is a way for China to get their point across. And it's that they may not want to have anything to do with the United States. Like, we already had that one dude. He's Asian. I have no idea who he is, but he's in the medical profession and he's talking about coronavirus not being real. So then why do we have our New York City governor explaining that we have to take drastic precautions in wearing these blue masks over our faces so that we don't get sick? Yeah. You can actually log out of that if you want to.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna log out. No, я думаю, что ты зря это делаешь.
So my mom's like against me having an opinion on this whole thing. But I can't believe that we're expected to have all these resources. Like, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have these resources. I would probably be doing something completely different. But I think that this is ridiculous. I think that whatever's going on, the fact that all stores are closed, but home health aid workers have to still go to work to possibly, like, if this virus were even real, to infect the elderly that much more critically, like, it just shows that they don't really care about minimum wage workers at all. How are we really protecting their health by being there if we could easily contagiously infect them with coronavirus right now by being on public transportation to get to that minimum wage job? Like, I just can't believe that they're expecting me to have masks, to have like all like the hand sanitizer and everything. Like, you have to be completely supplied for, and you have to be completely full to get to the job. Like, I'm looking at myself like I'm an idiot right now because I'm taking an aesthetics course and like I'm not wearing any makeup. Like, I'm in my pajamas. I'm completely ridiculous. Like, this is not, but it's because the world is a disaster. Like, there's no reason to even put in any effort in trying to get your point across, because that's how poor we are in the city. Like, that's how much we rely on. I don't know if all the other people who were working these corporate jobs went back to their original states or countries or whatever, but this is like where my home is. Like, this is where my one parent that actually, has the mindset to support me completely while I'm studying so that I can have a normal job, is capable of doing for me. And I really appreciate that. But this coronavirus thing is creeping me the hell out, because now I have to pay $85 for an online class that's supposed to be a practical course. Like, it's supposed to be like a technical trade. So that then when like New York Fashion Week happens and all of that, I would be able to have a makeup job. I would be able to be there at Fashion Week doing like the runway model makeup. Like, that's like what the goal is here. But with the online learning process, like, I'm not the technologist. I don't know how to log on to the online, like pay the $85 a week and be there every day for this online class that I don't know is I'm going to have the internet connection for tomorrow. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this point, and I don't like being in front of the computer screen to have to feel like this is a promising field and we have to graduate on time. We're not really taking people seriously in this capitalistic world anymore. And I don't even know if it has anything to do with capitalism, but I feel like with the way we're expected and pressured in the city to do everything quickly and graduate by a certain time and like get that successful career by a certain time, with coronavirus happening and me still having to go to work as a home health aide and be there for the elderly despite this extremely fatal contagious disease, I just feel like the quality of work that's being expected from the students, from the aesthetic students, is the same despite the virus being an issue. Like, I just feel like people are making a dramatic game show out of it rather than taking precautions into saying, you know what, this is an apocalyptic world right now. Don't go to work. Like, don't go to your health aid work. And as a matter of fact, the fact that they're expecting us to just have access to online resources to get our education finished in time shows that this virus actually isn't serious at all. So I don't know what to think. I don't know who's watching this. I don't know if I'm talking to myself right now, but I I don't know what is going on when I go outside and see all of these businesses closed in New York City. I don't know how long this is going to keep going. Like, I don't know if there is a point to even going to class, better yet, going to work. Like, nobody else is going to work. Why do I have to go to work if there's like this contagious disease being thrown around in the city right now and actually in the whole world? I don't know. It's weird as hell to be seeing myself from this perspective. It's really strange, but I don't know how we have to be the heroes in this regard and just like save the day by being there for the elderly and like applause to the fact that the home health aid workers still are like getting to their jobs, and like the grocery store workers are still getting to their jobs to like feed the citizens. And like the politicians are still going to their jobs to talk about what a major crisis we have with this coronavirus spreading across the nation, when literally they never talk about how the coronavirus technically is a mutation of a bat. What is it? A bat and a snake crossing genes, like a gene mutation, and like a snake and a bat eating each other out or something like that. Like, it's just it's something ridiculous that my facial aesthetics teacher sent us on WhatsApp, where like this Asian doctor talked about how, or like lab technician talks about how coronavirus started with the fusing of a bat and a snake. And actually, I'll read it to you out loud because I have it right here on my phone. 1 second. Right here. WhatsApp. Okay. So actually no, it's not what my professor said. It's chant me. It's so this girl named Chandra from my class sent this to us. It says, "Hello. I'm Layla Ahmadi from China, Faculty of Medical Sciences, Zhanjiang University." So, quote, coronavirus arrives in any country sooner or later. There is no doubt that many countries have no diagnostic sets or equipment. So, please use as much as possible of natural vitamin C to strengthen your immune system. Don't worry, C gets rid of it a lot and it's fine. That's like grammatically incorrect, but whatever. The virus currently contains no vaccine and no specific treatment. Unfortunately, due to the genetic mutation that made it very dangerous, this disease appears to be caused by gene fusion in a snake and bat, and it has acquired the ability to infect mammals, including humans. It is important to keep the message on your greatest knowledge. Professor Chen Horan, CEO of the Beijing Military Hospital, said, quote, slices of lemon in a cup of lukewarm water can save your life, unquote. Even if you work, you should take a look at this message and pass it on to others, exclamation point. The lemon cut into 3 parts and put into a cup, then pour hot water and turn it into alkaline water in parentheses. And then like there's no unquote to that. Okay, it says after, I don't know how that's not acidic water, not alkaline, but whatever. After reading, talk to someone else and transfer it to the person you love and take care of your personal health. Alkaline water, like, does that make the coronavirus fake? Doesn't squeezing lemon juice into water make the water more acidic rather than alkaline? Like, do these things not measure up to what common sense is? Okay, it says, after reading, talk to someone else and transfer it to the person you love and take care of your personal health. Counsel. Professor Chen Horan notes that anyone who receives this message is at least guaranteed to save someone's life. I have done my job and I hope you can help me develop it as well. They published it in academic groups. I mean, if anything can be more general than this, show it to me. Because this is, oh, and then the student from my class who sent it to everyone on WhatsApp says, not sure if it's true or not, but I figure I would pass it on. And then everyone starts posting toilet paper joke memes. I don't know what to think. I just thought that I would inquire on my opinion of everything that's happening. Like, I can't believe that this is so as big of a deal as it is, to the point where nobody is going to work except for like people in grocery stores and people who work in medicine. My job is basically just to make sure that they take their medication and to mop their floors, to make sure that everything is disinfected in their apartments and make sure that they don't fall down while going to the bathroom. I don't think people are going to add their opinions to this because I'm not like social media friendly. But this is severely affecting my life because now I feel like everything is bullshit. Like the fact that my school, the fact that Christine Valmy still continues to expect me to pay the $85 a week, even though we're not attending class, but we have to attend online class. So, like, I signed up for that. Why did I sign up for that? I shouldn't have signed that because now there's not going to be any hands on application at this practical trade school. That the United States doesn't even take that seriously because it's like a beauty field. It's not medicine. So like they don't put their money into that as much as they do like military spending and medicine. And they should because like if women don't rely on that to go about like having self-confidence, I don't know what they consider us to be, like some kind of mutant men. Like, we're not mutant men, like, we're women. It's a completely different species. How are you not going to supply us with, like, federal taxes and financial aid when it comes to, like, going to beauty school to know how to braid hair? Like, that's so important for us to, like, get asked out and just to, like, be seen as women by a lot of the male species out there. If you're not from like upscale society, especially, you have to like try harder just to get your point across that you're like a female who's like ready to reproduce. It's horrible. Like, I don't know what this coronavirus is doing to people, but I'm bitching about it hardcore right now. Like, I'm not having fun with it. So, like I said, I'm not having a fun time with this at all.